Hi there. The goal of this tutorial is to look at ways you can migrate from a third-party licensing system or even an in-house licensing system to Cryptolens. There are two ways of doing it, and we'll cover them in this tutorial. If you'd like to read more, there is an article on our help pages you can see here, which provides more details and also some tips on the practical side. However, I'd like to look at the broader picture of how to make this work. So the first approach is that let's suppose you have version A, that's the one that uses the old licensing system. And then you're about to release a version B, which will be the upgraded version of your application. So the idea here is that you implement Cryptolens on the upgraded version or the update that you release to all your clients, so that customers who haven't had time to upgrade yet will still be able to use the old license keys. However, whenever they want to upgrade, that's when they would have to be issued a new license key. That's one approach. Another approach is to allow for a specific period of time, so let's say a transition window, to enable both of the systems to work alongside. So even if, let's say, you release version B, but then it could still accept both of the licenses, both from the older system and also the newer system. And the best way of approaching it really depends. So if you're migrating from a system that is not cloud-based, then that allows you more flexibility because you can keep it for a longer time. So the transition window can be longer. Whereas if you're migrating from a cloud-based licensing system, then it might be better to just reissue all your clients with or give them a new license key that's from Cryptolens, so that this transition window is shorter. So it really depends, and we'll cover more details in the article. So the next question is, how do you how does this practical side look like? So how do you reissue the licenses? Because I mean, if you have just a few licenses, then that's usually not an issue. But if you have hundreds of licenses or thousands that need to be replaced, what's the way of doing it? And the general idea is that you can do it in two ways. Either you can, so since Cryptolens offers an API, you can go and possibly, if there is a chance that the existing licensing system or the old one that you're using, if they also have an API, is to go through all the licenses that you have, and then reissue a license with Cryptolens. And then once that license is issued, you would then send an email automatically to the affected clients. So that's one approach. Another approach, if that's not possible, is to, and by the way, just to add here, even if the licensing system that you're using prior to migrating to Cryptolens, if they don't offer an API to download the licenses, there should still be a way of extracting licenses, for example, through a dashboard, put them into a CSV file, and then you can create a script. Or if you need help, you can always reach out to the support. But you create your script, you go through all the license keys, and then for each license key and then some other information that it has, you call the Cryptolens API, and then after that you can email your client with the new license key. So that's one way. The second approach is to do it more on demand. So the existing clients who are still in the older version haven't had time to upgrade yet, they would not be affected. But then those customers upgrading, they'll be offered an interface where they can provide their older license key and then migrate and then receive the license key that works with Cryptolens. So for example, you could have a website where you have a form, they provide the old license key, or even if they contact you, depending on what works best, and then you issue them a new license. So that's the brief idea of how to migrate from a third-party licensing system to Cryptolens. If you have any questions about the practical side, I'd recommend to check out this article, but also feel free to reach out to us through the chat box or here on YouTube, and we'll do our best to help. Thank you so much for watching.